try to come up with a plan, figure out what we had to do legally in order to accommodate their visits. But here's where we stand. They anticipate 7 visits this summer. They have a brand new boat. It's actually quite impressive.
Very impressive.
They plan to, they've decided to go around the Apostle Islands rather than through the Apostle Islands, which I think is a great concession. I don't think they're legally required to do that. But in working with the Park Service and with Lynn Dominy, if you guys haven't met Lynn, I'm sure you're just here for a cup of coffee. And I'm putting you on the spot. But Lynn's our park superintendent. So they've agreed to go around the backside of Madeline and come in and anchor over here. We have a handshake agreement that they originally came to us and said, we'll pay $250 to $350, $5 maybe per person per visit. We started looking at that, and that just seemed woefully imbalanced for a group that's charging $7,500 to $15,000 per person per trip.
What's the capacity of the boat?
385 people with about 200 crew. So here's where we're at with them. We have a handshake agreement for $10,000 per visit. They're coming only Tuesdays spread out over the summer. And then they'll be coming ashore, maybe call it 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They came back to us and said, fine, we'll agree to the $10,000, but we want to be able to cancel at least 5 of the 7 visits for any reason. And my head just about exploded after spending a year trying to accommodate that. So we essentially, and by the way, any of the victories that we have at Harbor Commission are shared by everybody else in Harbor Commission and the City Council, right? Because I mean, it takes a group to get anything passed. But we decided, we reworked the berthing agreement or the memorandum of understanding. We have it with Max Lindsay right now, our city attorney. He's going to be hopefully looking at it and getting it off to us Monday, Tuesday. We'll send it back to Viking. I believe at this point, Viking is going to say, well, yeah, I guess we're going to pay it. We essentially just said, look, you're within the 90-day window of your first arrival. You said you're coming without understanding that we don't have a commercial port here. So if you want to come, come. If you got to cancel it, cancel it. But we're not doing it for free, right? And I think, is there anybody that disagrees with that mindset? Amen.
And I just want to state that if you go on the Vikings website, you can look at, and I mean, a large portion of their cabins are already sold out for all the trips. I mean,
Yeah, they're about 90% full.
they're about 90% sold out.
Real 2 questions. Where does the ship, where do people go?
Sure, okay.
Where's that coming from? Canada or US or?
Well, it's under a foreign flag,
Yeah.
and it'll be doing, well, they have different trips. You can go online and look at it. I'm not versed in.
My question is, why is it advantageous for them to go around and not through the?
Well, the Park Service, do you want to answer that? Because it was your recommendation, was it not, Lynn?
Well, most of you know that most of the inner channels are used by a lot of different types of boats, a lot of fishermen, a lot of kayakers. There are a lot of docks. It's a big boat. We're obviously concerned about the wake and the impact that can have on the infrastructure along the shorelines. So it didn't make good sense to have them go through the middle of the islands. You can go around and use the ship channel like all the big ships do.
Right. And
That's what
And
they
plus,
said
there are
good.
ship channels go through the island as well, and it's a navigable waterway.
Sure.
And ships have been passing through here for hundreds of years. So I think it's ridiculous that they go around the island, but that's fine. I agree.
I agree.